How's it going, Matt?
Good.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Well, we are... Do what?
I just have to kill him, Mike.
Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Okay, room is ready.
I've been trying to figure out that one achievement, the link one.
One day I'm just gonna pull up a list of the achievements and start trying to knock them out, but yeah, we'll see.
I know two of them might take like forever. Get every card. Like, excuse you?
Yeah.
There's over 3,000. No. Veto.
Yep.
Get all the supplies and play this. I'm like, are you smoking the weed? Are you on the ganja? What?
Yeah.
Who looked at that and said yes?
Of course, the one we were talking about the other day, the 8 attack one, like that's ridiculous enough. I mean, considering there's not that many decks that can even do it.
I actually pulled that off.
So here's an achievement that you have to play like one of 2 decks to do, and if you don't like those decks, then well.
You can do it.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I get it. Alright, let's...
You gotta have the perfect cards to do it. Like, if you don't have the setup, you can't do it.
Alright. Alright, let's get it. There we go. Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Jamie Leonard here with TCG Unlimited, and as scheduled, we are back with another Vanguard stream. As always, we've got Matt back with us, so it'll be another fun day of versus games, as always. So hopefully we get into some fun things today, and just see what happens, I guess. So without further ado, let's get into the first game. So yeah, I don't have anything new built, so it's pretty much just going to be everything else now. I think for a little bit I'm going to just kind of get used to what I've got. Considering we're not, not sure when the next DLC will actually hit, whether it's this month or next. So I think for now I'm just going to... I hope it is too, but, it is what it is. You don't expect too much, that's what I've learned.
I can just figure out what the D-Link achievement is. Because it's driving me crazy. I want to know. Tell me, you motherfuckers, tell me. Let me in.
Yeah. Alright, so let's... see what level of nonsense you're playing today.
'Tis the season to be spooky.
A little early, but okay. Actually, I don't know. Is it a little early or is it a little late? Yeah.
Both, I guess.
Both and neither.
The pom pom tiger.
I will say I do very much enjoy that anime. I usually try to make it a rule to go back and watch it at least once a year.
It's so good.
It is.
Although that cliffhanger ending was kind of
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it was a very weird cop out and just be done. Okay. No, I wasn't real thrilled with it either. So.
Although at least it's not like no game, no life.
This is true.
Still mad about that. Marie. At least finish it, please.
Yeah. Hmm.
Vanguard にアタック。ノーガード。ダメージチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。稼働。
So let's go ahead and get Vanguard out. Put you over here.
Damage check. Vanguard にアタック。
And then end a turn, Vanguard and goes back.
Can't wait for them to like Yu-Gi-Oh all over this and find a way to destroy. I'm gonna retire your set order card.
Oh yeah, like I imagine it's only a matter of time before the end. I'm gonna call it now, so I'm gonna clip this. But I'm going to call it, by the end of D format, there is going to be a deck that destroys orders. There can't not be. It's like every time a mechanic has come out and everybody goes, no, they're not going to touch it. No, they've touched it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to let you touch this zone. No, that is the most untrue thing ever said.
Vanguard にアタック。ノーガード。
Much as I'd like to block that, I can't.
Oh yeah, they won't touch me.
Damage check.
Remember Link Joker?
Oh yeah.
God, they can't touch my stuff in the field. Link Joker.
Yeah, Link Joker says hi.
Link Joker said, hold my beer. It's like, okay, cool. The Legion was... When are they gonna stop? Stride's like, excuse you? And the Stride just got way out of hand.
Well, The start of Stride wasn't too bad. It was closer to the end, like it is with most things.
At the halfway point, it's like they said, screw it, power creep, everything.
Yeah, that's no joke. That was about what it was. Let's get this one. Let's get this one.
Why did you have to give Xerox Dragon a thing? Like, we did not need it.
No, most certainly.
Especially with people like Jamie who play Vanguard.
Yeah, and who plays everything and finds a way to break everything.
You find the most evil person, name them Jamie, give them cards, it's like, okay, do it. Find a way to make this hated by everyone.
Right.
Then he goes and finds a way. I don't know how, but he do.
Yeah, sure. So I was gonna say, it's like, there's no way this comes back to bite me in the butt, right? But no, it doesn't. We're not even gonna do that.
Vanguard にアタック。スキル発動。
Attack with Freiheit. Operate Freischutz Maximum.
スキル発動。
Kill you, chick. -5.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。
Haircut looks scruffy. Yeah, I'm gonna talk smack.
You was talking something, all right.
Vanguard にアタック。 スキル発動。 スキル発動。 稼働。パワープラス。スキル発動。 スペリオルコール。 ノーガード。
Normally, I wouldn't have made that play like that, but I want to see how this works out. See if I like doing it this way. Because technically, I'm profiting 5K.
ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。
I profit
クリティカルプラス。
1K.
パワープラス。
Cha-ching.
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。稼働。スキル発動。
Operate Maximum. Granted, you don't have a rear guard to retire, but -5. Call Maximum.
ドダメージチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラスパワープラス
ヴァンガードにアタック
No.
ガード
Yeah.
スキル発動
And then we'll use Bobble Mine.
ターンエンドスキル発動
Maximum goes back to the order zone. And after looking at some of the newer stuff, I was actually right. They are actually going to give Wellstra a guy that actually can get the orders out of the drop, which is fantastic.
He don't need it.
Well, he kind of does, because your two key orders, the two big ones, you only run 2 copies, so it's really unfortunate if they both get damage checked or whatever. Or soul charged, or
オーダー発動
any combination of the two.
コールスキル発動
Another one.
オーダー発動
You know what? Another one.
オーダー発動ステリオルコール
So is there an actual limit to how many she lets you play?
You can have
3.
16.
Okay, 3.
発動
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad.
I read the order card like 16. Interesting. What do you do again? Okay, cool.
ヴァンガードにアタックスキル発動クリティカルプラスパワープラス
Oh, well, they've both. Okay.
ノーガード
ドライブチェックドライブチェック
Yeah, they've both got crits, so I couldn't stop them both.
I'm waiting for it.
クリティカルプラス
I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
just
the
be like,
Jamie.
I'm waiting for the other boot to drop.
I'm waiting for the Jamie.
I think you're all right.
BS.
Yeah, you're all right.
See,
Yeah,
I was
my-
waiting for that Jamie BS.
Yeah, not hitting triggers, kind of that whole game did not do me any favors. And then I started the game with 2 draws in hand, which, you know, unfortunate, but...
どのデッキを見る？
I had like 1 heal and 1 grade 1 in my hand. Everything else was the damn order card. So I'm like, either I win or I just die.
Yeah, well, I mean, because, like, I had enough to go 33, so I was like, okay, look, I can block go all in on the Vanguard, and if he hits a single trigger, he still hits. And then, you know, then I've got to deal with the rear guard, and that's when I noticed, like, the other rear guard had a crit too, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, so it's front row. So I was like, okay, well, I can't block both. I might as well take the chance, save some cards.
Yeah. Plus that grade 2 gives yourself plus 1,000 or plus 10 or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like, even if you had done that, well, it would have been what 31 or something. I would have had essentially, I still would have had to have healed, so I still would have theoretically still had 43 to guard. So I still overall I would still been okay, but yeah, I mean I just didn't get any triggers, and I still had 2 orders in my hand, and then another copy of Wellstra, so no perfect guards. So yeah, that was just an unfortunate game, but that's fine.
I was waiting on it too. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, man, just sit there just waiting for the boot to drop. He was like, I know it's coming.
I'm waiting for
He's
that
gonna
Jamie
he's gonna turn around, heal, persona ride, and just walk all over my ass.
Yeah. Like, yep. Here it comes. Miracle heal, 6 damage.
It's like you play so carefully and plan out so much, and it just doesn't matter.
Actually, I did not plan anything. I was just like, screw it, play cards.
Oh no, but I'm just saying, like, in the past, I've played against people mostly in Magic, but like people that will actually sit there and like fucking mathematic ratio your ass, like I got a 13% chance to hit this, and like, but if I do this, I can make it a 15% chance, and I'm like, oh Lord, if you got to go through all that just to survive this turn, you're not in a good place. Let's be honest.
I would have looked at him like, motherfucker, this is a card game, not college math class.
Yeah, you're not sitting in the poker world championship like that. There's a time and a place, and this ain't it.
Good Lord, I go crazy trying to play poker.
Oh,
Like a competitive level? Nah.
I am. That is one card game. Technically, I guess you could consider it a card game, but that is one card game I am not good at.
Because you gotta keep track of every card you have, every card your opponent has.
Well, I can
Like,
do all of
reviewed.
that. It's just it's too much for me to remember, like all the
You
the
gotta remember
suits
all
and
the
stuff.
cards.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta remember
Like-
all the cards dealers revealed, every card that's
Oh, I
placed
can.
on that
Oh, I
deck.
can do all that. I can do all that, but it's just no. It's like the 4 of a kind, full house, all that shit, and then I get
Yeah,
them.
then you
I get them
remember.
mixed. I get them all mixed up, and then yeah, like this beats this because of this reason and logic, and I'm like, no. No.
It's like, if it's
I
not a
mean-
normal TCG, nah, don't.
Yeah.
Playing cards, no. No, thank you.
Right. Now, like, because like I've played those ratio decks in Magic. Like, when I played the my modern,
太郎やんけ
which is not modern anymore since the main engine of the card is banned. But back when it was legal, the eggs deck that I played, that was literally just I need 2 turns and I can declare I win, and you're going to sit there and watch me play solitaire until I decide you're dead. But it was like you basically had to play that way. It was a math game. It was who how fast can you kill me versus how fast can I guarantee I see combo. And so that's literally what you were doing. You were just sitting there basically counting cards and, playing ratios. And because you had to know exactly what was in your deck and what the probability of you drawing it. And then every time you saw a new card, you had to redo the calculations. It was rough, but it was worth it.
Sounds like that Divine Seal girl.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, because it was like there was only a single card in the entire deck that could actually deal damage, and all it did was 2 damage. So you had to deal the 20 damage for lethal. You had to play that same card 10 times. So I had to be able to go on like normally you would do the combo on like turn 3 to 4 depending on how good your hand was. If it was above average, you might could do it on turn 2. But most of the time you were doing it on like turn 3, turn 4. Okay, give me a second. I actually gotta think. Okay, you can go. But yeah, but you were you had to go from like turn 0 or like turn 1. You were having to like draw cards, and you were having to decide when it was safe to draw cards, when it was not safe to draw cards, and and then basically what you wanted to do by turn 3 was you wanted to draw through the entire deck except for 2 cards. And once you hit 2 cards, I mean, at that point, obviously, you knew you were guaranteed to win. And then what you would do is you would sit there and loop the last card of your deck, being a card called Second Sunrise. And basically what it would do is you play the card that deals 2 damage, it goes to the grave, you play Second Sunrise, it gets that card back, then you play another... Well, actually, it gets all artifacts out of your graveyard, puts them back onto the field. And then what you would do is you would use one of those artifacts called Conjurer's Bauble that would put any card in your graveyard on the bottom of the deck and then draw a card. So you would Conjurer's Bauble, put Second Sunrise back, immediately draw it because it's the only card left in deck. And then you would just basically just sit there and loop those cards until you deal infinite damage.
That sounds so fucking complicated.
It is. It was incredibly complicated. And that's why, despite how easy the deck was to technically play, it was so mind-numbing to try to play the deck. No one ever tried to really build it. It won a world championship, but it took a chess champion to do it. And then when I found the deck, I modified it slightly to fit my preferred playstyle, and it still basically did the same thing, just the ratios were slightly different.
Like, here you go, here's the deck. Hope you hate yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, but that's basically what the deck wanted to do, is it just wanted to sit there and just draw cards, and that's all it would do. Is you would play, like, all these one-drop artifacts that just said, hey, cast it with 1, when it comes into play, draw cards. Sacrifice it, generate 1 mana of any color. And then what you would do is you'd use that one to pay for the next one, and then that one pays for the next one. And then when you got through with that, you'd bring them all back with a Second Sunrise. Or there was another card, I forget what the name of it was, but it was basically, it did the exact same thing except for like 1 more mana. So you were obviously looking for Second Sunrise, preferably. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, and that's basically what the entire deck wanted to do. Is just you just wanted to sit there and like ratio yourself to death, but that was the thing. Like you had to remember, like once you got down to like 10, 15 cards, you had to stop, count the deck, make sure you knew how many were left, and then basically what you'd also do is you wanted to make sure you got all the lands out of your deck as fast as possible. So you were playing like all the fetch lands that were like pay a life, sacrifice this, go get a basic land, put it in play tapped. And all that good stuff. And the thing is, Second Sunrise didn't say, I do have to correct myself, it didn't say artifacts. It said every permanent that was put into the graveyard this turn. So it would get those fetch lands back, and then you could do it again. So that's how you would try to thin as many cards out of the deck as possible, and then draw cards as much as possible, and then rinse and repeat.
So you just have a book for a hand.
Yeah, you basically, at one point, when you decide, I know for a fact I've won, you stack all copies of Second Sunrise on top of your hand, set your hand on the table in front of you, face up, and go, I win. And then you can dare your opponent to go prove it, and then you can let them sit there and watch. And and you literally just tell them, like, look, I don't even care if you know what's in my hand. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Can they not counter it?
They can, but the thing is, you can do all of this in response to their counter. So anything they do, in response, I'm just going to attempt to win again. So yeah, it's pointless. There's nothing. The only thing you can do is like those few cards that have the split second ability that says your opponents can't respond. Your opponents can't respond with spells or abilities. Basically, nothing else can go on the stack as long as this card is there. And so, yeah, that's basically what you were trying to do.
It's like, I go negate. Okay, cool. In response,
yeah, I still win.
It's like, I flash this
X
number of times.
Yeah, like, genuinely, the amount of things that you could do to survive were so minimal, it wasn't worth it.
I see why Lamar hates that deck.
Oh, I got to play it once, and he said, not doing that shit.
To be fair, he has a point. He wholeheartedly has a point.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not gonna argue that. But the thing is like, then you go into your side deck, and then you can just kind of play around with things, you know? But so like you would play things like there was a white spell, it was a 1-cost white spell called Silence, and basically you would go, all right, at the beginning of my untap step, Silence, and basically what it says is during this turn your opponent can't do anything, can't activate abilities, can't cast spells. So that's basically, it's like on the turn you know you're gonna win, Silence.
See, now if I was an opponent at a tournament and they had that deck, I'd be like, nope.
Oh yeah, like nobody would be mad at you for doing that either. That's the thing.
Just hell nah. Do not hate myself with that much.
God.
Hmm.
スキル発動。ヴァンガードのアタック。
No guard.
But I mean, like there were, there were outs. Like you could, you could technically still get around it,
Damage check.
and you could play things like Pithing Needle that would just say, hey, when this card is played, name a card your opponent can't play that card. So if you knew that my kill card was Pyrite Spellbomb, then you just play Pithing Needle on turn 2, name Pyrite Spellbomb, and then I can't win. And so what you would do is, in your side deck, if you knew your opponent was playing Pithing Needle, you would sideboard in Grape Shot, which is a Storm card, and Storm basically means,
Damage check.
it copies itself for every spell that has been cast that turn. So basically, you've already cast like 100-something cards, so then you play Grape Shot, and it still kills them the same way. You just loop it until you know you've cast enough spells, and then you just cast Grape Shot and one-shot them anyway. And then, like I said, it creates copies, so there's no way your opponent can counter 100 copies.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, yeah.
Like someone just walk up one day and be like, you know what? I want to be a dick. How can I make an entire community hate me?
Right.
スキル発動。ターンエンド。
俺のターン。ドロー。
But yeah, and then like you would run some other texts. Like there was the four-cost enchantment that would start in the game if it was in your starting hand. And basically it did the same thing. Spells and abilities your opponent's control cannot target you. So you can't counter me because you can't target me. So yeah, I mean, your sideboard was just tech for specific decks and just alternative ways of doing your same combo. And so no matter how well you thought you planned for this deck, you couldn't do it.
スキルを発動。
And like I said, yeah, that was literally the world championship. Was this guy goes, okay, I win. The guy goes, prove it, and he goes, all right, here's my hand. He literally just spreads his hand out and goes, watch this, and he just combos off. And the guy's just sitting there with his arms folded in front of him for like 30 minutes until the guy kills him.
Yeah.
And like there was like he was playing the most aggro aggressive deck he could possibly be playing, and there was just nothing he could do.
Cool.
Like out of the entire Pro Tour championship, like the guy only lost once, and that was just somehow, good Lord willing, he just drew a really bad hand that there was just nothing he could do with and had to scoop. And it was against like one of the most trolliest decks in that format at the time, which was like a Tron deck, which was just basically just a giant disrupt deck. And so yeah, he lost against that, but that was it. And that was just in the preliminary round robin where you don't technically get eliminated if you lose. How do I feel about that?
Do you feel?
Do you feel me now, Mr. Krabs? I need you to leave her alone.
Now, see, I don't know about that one, Chief.
She ain't did nothing to you.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ。
She too
Matt be like, yeah.
Too pink should remind me of Pepto Bismol.
ヒールトリガーだ
Oh, that is funny.
Kill this. Hmm.
パワープラス
It is really light colors on that card. Like I really have to strain to be able to see anything on that card.
ドライブチェック
It reminds me of like the full arts. They have like the really
ダメー
bright
ジチェック
like foil to them. It's like I cannot read that card like at all.
Yeah, no, I can
リア
understand
カー
that.
ドにアタック
Text is small. It's like, yeah, but we put the text in white, and people still struggle to see that crit. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, the
Yeah,
text
it's like
gets smaller,
I
the
have
print gets smaller.
yeah, it's like I have no desire to play a card game where I gotta bring a damn
ヴァンガードにアタック
microscope to the game.
ノーガードダメージチェック
Huzzah!
ターンエン
Huzzah, one down.
ドロー
Huzzah! I killed one.
It's like if only that one meant anything.
スキル発動
Hexor reminds me of like V Series Magus. Except I don't deck out as fast.
Ah.
Okay, what? I just looked away for like a minute.
He's like, I looked away for a minute. Now you got a full field. What's going on? What mob hit did you put out?
I look away for a minute. All of a sudden, I see a whole lot of booty calls.
Just be like, I feel pain in my future.
I felt a disturbance in the force. Now I know what it is.
Power プラスクリティカルプラススキル発動パワープラス
Go away, Pepto.
Go away, Pepto.
Too
Yeah. Oh dear.
ヴァンガードにアタック
You know what? I ain't scared. Hit me.
ドライ
Hit
ブ
me.
2
ク
it.
リティカルトリガー
I fucking joked. You need to calm down.
Sorry, we from the school of hard knocks around here. Ain't no playing in this game, son.
クリティ
It's
カ
a
ルプラス
hard knock life for me.
パワープラスドライブチェック
But his second one, I've been so mad.
ダメージチェック
I will come to your house and I will throw eggs.
オーバートリガ
Okay.
ーパワープラスダメージチェッククリティカルトリガーだ
Well, I mean, over triggers out of the way at least.
クリティカルプラスパワープラス
アガードにアタック。
You.
スキル発動。
I mean, you know, you were the one that gave the power to it. You were basically just telling me which one was the most important to you.
Or was that a ruse?
パワープラス。
I mean, considering I'm gonna attack them both, you know.
Leave her alone.
ガードだ。
スキル発動。
Yeah, you better run.
リアガードにアタック。
ノーガードだ。
I thought she got I thought she was supposed to get a trigger too, but I guess not. Oh well. No biggie.
発動。
Oh, she has to attack a grade 3 or greater.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, there was no point in doing that, so whatever.
ペルソナライド。
Well, that kind of sucks booty cheeks, but okay.
コールだ。スキルを発動。
Hmm. You know what? Let's use.
リアガードにアタックだ。
Excuse me.
スキルを発動。パワープラス。
Hmm.
How much do you love her?
Not enough for that. I mean, I'll happily let you waste a 25k.
Pepto-Bismol defeated.
ヴァンガードにアタ
Let's
ック。
go.
That's fine. I'll just play the other one from my hand.
Son of a.
スキル発動。
Under the sea.
完全ガード。
ドライブチェック。ヒールトリガーだ。
How much care for that?
パワープラス。
Power.
スキルを発動。ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。 ヴァンガードにアタックだ。スキル発動。パワープラス。
Hmm.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ。スキルを発動。パワープラス。
ノーガード。
Yeah, that's a big number. Not much I can do about that one.
ダメージチェック。フロントトリガー。パワープラス。
I wasted your whole hand for it.
ターンエンド。
Nah.
私のターン。ドロー。
Ah, you don't need it.
Definitely was not worth that.
You don't need it.
俯瞰しろ。勝利の可能性。そのひとしずくをすくい取れ。ペルソナライド。 コール。スキル発動。パワープラス。 スキル発動。 パワープラス。クリティカルプラス。 リアガードにアタック。
Why you bully her?
Cause I can.
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。
Decisions. I don't think it's gonna matter how you look at this one. This turn ain't gonna be fun.
These.
スキルを発動。ガード。
ドライブチェック。
Go away,
ドライ
Pepto.
ブチェック。
Jesus.
リアガードにアタック。
ノーガードだ。
Oh no.
Oh no.
スキル発動。 ターンエンド。
スタンドアンドドロー。 ソナライド
Interesting.
コール
I got a weird feeling.
コールだ
I'm gonna predict this right now. I know they're there. I get that feeling. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, thank God.
Vanguard にアタックだスキル発動
ノーガードダメージチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラスパワープラス
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
スキル発動完全ガード
ドライブチェックだクリティカルトリガーだ
See?
クリティカルプラスパワープラススキル発動パワープラススキルを発動ドライブチェックだクリティカルトリガー
Yeah, this isn't gonna end well.
スキル発動
Another power go see.
パワープラス
It's not
スキ
one's
ルを
picture.
発動
Oh no, I know how the deck
ド
plays,
ライブ
trust
チェ
me.
ックだクリティカルトリガー
Oh, really? Really, game?
クリティカルプラスパワープラススキルを発動パワープラスヴァンガードにアタックスキル発動パワープラス ァンガードにアタックだ。スキルを発動。
So it wouldn't have mattered. Okay.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。負けちゃった。
Yeah, triple critical does it.
どのデッキを見る？
The top card was a crit.
Do what?
The top card of my deck was a crit when I checked it.
Oh, just then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I had a game where the AI said, okay, you got 4 drive checks. Hit all 4 triggers. And I did, but I didn't believe.
Yeah,
Really?
no. I mean, that was, like I said, there's nothing I can do there. I mean, I guess I could have thrown all my shield value at the Vanguard and tried to bait you into, you know, trying to go for it and hope you couldn't hit it, but, you know. But yeah, but it's hard to beat triple critical when you're given 15k instead of just 10. It's pretty much like we were talking about the other day. That extra 5 makes a difference.
行くぞ。
絶対に負けないから。スタンドアップ、ヴァンガード。私のターン、ドロー。
Calamity, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Figured it might as well, you know.
ライド。エネルギージェネレーターをセット。スキル発動。クレストをセット。ターンエンド。スキル発動。
Although, I almost chose Luard for this game, and that would have been an interesting game.
スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ノーガード。
ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック。
But that gone is a good thing.
私のターン、ドロー。ライド。スキル発動。
Hmm.
コール。スキル発動。 ドにアタック。
ガード。
ドライブチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。フロントトリガー。パワープラス。
ターンエンド。スキル発動。
He has nothing locked.
俺のターン。
Yeah, but it's not a May.
スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。
ノーガード。
ドライブチェック。クリティカルトリガー。クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。ターンエンド。
スタンド&ドロー。ライド。スキル発動。 コール。コール。スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ガード。
ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。ヒールトリガー。パワープラス。
ターンエンド。スキル発動。
Alright, what you gonna unlock?
俺のターン。ドロー。
It's like, don't remind me.
A reason to not turn that thing into a coaster.
ステリオルライド。リュージュマンカエネルギージェネレーターをセット。コール。スキル発動。リュージュマーカーをセット。オーダー発動。 リアガードにアタック。
ノーガード。
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。
ノーガード。
ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック。ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ガード。
ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。ストライドジェネレーション。
ドライブジェネレーション。
スキル発動。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。スキル発動。ロック。ロックパワープラス。
うん。
コール。リアガードにアタック。
I like that card.
No, I don't imagine you do.
ノーガード。
スキル発動。
うん。
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。アンロック。パワープラス。スキル発動。パワープラス。
ノーガード。
ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。オーバートリガー。
わ
パワープラス。パワープラス。クリティカルプラス。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック。ミルトリガー。パワープラス。ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック。
発動。完全ガード。
スキル発動。ロックパワープラス。
I made a slight misplay, but oh
ヴ
well.
ァンガードにアタック。
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。ダメージチェック。ヒールトリガー。パワープラス。
ターンエンドアンロック。スキル発動。スキル発動。アンロックバインド。
Useful.
スキル発動。
俺のターン。ドロー。
That's not what I want to do. I need a science real quick.
Oh, 落ちけるな。
Okay, so I don't think it works.
ライド。スキル発動。スキル発動。レディオルコール。スキル発動。優柔マーカーをセット。コール。スキル発動。優柔マーカーをセット。コール。 もしけるな。
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
スキル発動。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。コール。
Okay, how do I want to do this?ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。
スキル発動。完全ガード。
ドライブチェック。フロントトリガー。パワープラス。ドライブチェック。リアガードにアタック。
ノーガード。
リアガードにアタック。
スキル発動。 ドロー。ストライドジェネレーション。スキル発動。ロックロックパワープラス。コールコール。
Okay.
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。パワープラス。
ガード
スキル発動。ロックスキル発動。ロックパワープラス。ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。アンロックパワープラス。クリティカルプラス。
Okay, hang on. Okay, so why can't I use this? Do you have something that stops me from playing orders?
Think so. Let's see.
I mean, you shouldn't, but again, I'm in that stupid situation where one of my cards is glitched, and it's not gonna let me play my fucking order.
I don't have anything that stops you.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck. It's so stupid! So I'm gonna get screwed again. I'm gonna get screwed because it's not letting me play. There's nothing that's stopping me. There's no condition on this card that is stopping me from being able to do this, but it's gonna stop me from being able to do it. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Your Vanguard has triple drive. Even if it doesn't, it still works as a normal perfect guard. Why can't I play it? You're fucking kidding me, dude. This is so stupid.
スキル発動。完全ガード。
I'm gonna get screwed because of that.
クリティカルトリガー。 ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。
Yeah, see? I would have survived this turn. But because of that, there's nothing. I can't do anything. It's still not. It's still not letting me. What in the hell? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I know what it is.
What is it?
I need to take this card out of the deck. Why was this a part of my deck then? Why was this in my list? Okay, so basically this, I have that the Elementaria Sanctitude, and I forgot. Well, actually, I mean, I didn't really forget. I knew this back in Dear Days 1, and that's why I didn't play it. But when I built the deck, for some reason, I put it back in the list. And so the issue is your Vanguard has to also be grade 3 or less. And my Vanguard is grade 11.
So because our Vanguards are not grade 3 or less, you can't use it.
Yeah, so unless, yeah. So this is like literally the only deck in the entire game that you cannot play this card in. Well, grade 4 decks too, but you know. But yeah, I totally, I screwed that up. Okay, well, then yeah, I deserve to lose this one. Because in theory, I should have been able to Sanctitude that without having to discard, then Perfect Guard that one, and then because you didn't give the power to the other guy, I could have 15k shielded him. Okay, yeah, so that's what it was. That's on me.
That's why I like cards.
Well, I mean, you play it for the stride as a counter to stride decks because, like I said, it's a you know, here's a Perfect Guard. I don't have to discard for it. Otherwise, it's just normal Perfect Guard, and most decks are just grade 3s anyway. It's not like there's a lot of the decks that are running around with that are actually legitimately playing grade 4s, except for Magnolia. Like, you don't see people playing grade 4 Bastion anymore. You don't see people playing grade 4 not Minerva, what's the dragon? The Overdress deck grade 4. You don't see them playing that anymore, so.
Oh, Nirvana?
Yeah, Nirvana, that's it. You don't see grade 4 Bruce anymore, you know, so yeah, you don't see any of the really grade 4s anymore, so. Playing that is usually a very safe bet, and I just, for whatever reason, when I built this, I forgot to take, you don't play that. So that's on me. That's on me. I was getting upset with my own stupidity.
I don't know, I mean, if you're playing ranked, you might need that card.
Oh yeah, no, like no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you definitely play this regardless, because like I said, I mean, otherwise it's just a normal Perfect Guard, and you just have to use it before you use all of your other ones. If you know, like, once you start the game and you know they're not gonna triple drive, and that's the thing, you have to make sure it gives the triple drive ability, not drive +1. That's the weird part. So like, even if it's like you look at your opponent's Vanguard and it says, "Hey, I get drive +1," it still doesn't work.
Kind of weird.
But if it gains the triple drive ability, then yeah.
So if you have a card that says, "Give a unit like your Vanguard +1 drive check to give it triple drive, it still won't work.
Nope, because it has to be the triple drive ability. So they mostly made this card as like a soft counter to the Stride decks.
Years late on that one.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. It's just when you start thinking, okay, well now there's just certain decks you just can't play this in at all. But again, they're not, that vast, and you're still going to play it in your Stride deck because during your opponent's turn you're back at grade 3. So if they're also playing a Stride deck, it still works. So there's very little time where that card doesn't actually do anything. It's just Grapholgia that it doesn't do anything. Or you have to use it, before you actually get to your grade 10. So yeah, that's on me. I don't know why that card's still in that deck. I forgot about that little subtext.
I think everybody does.
Well, I mean, because you just don't think about it. You don't think, well, is my Vanguard actually grade 3 or less? Like that little extra line of text, you don't really give much thought.
I've been there. It was like, why you no work? Why you no do a thing?
Like, maybe give it if it's not playable and you click it, maybe, have it pop up a box or something to say why it's not playable. And not just, every time you hit it, it won't work. And it's like, why you no work? What you do wrong?
Why you want me punch you?
Yeah. That's why you want to get punched in the face.
I'll buy a physical version of you.
Just to punch it. I will buy a physical copy of you just to play Flip It or Rip It.
Punch it, gonna flip it, gonna rip it, then I'm gonna burn it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. One more time. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. I got more lighter fluid.
Got a whole lot more of you where that came from.
Call me the Fire Lord.
That's a good one.
Like, sir, why did you cause this wildfire?
Nah, but for real though. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, just yeah, go ahead.
But for real though, like I genuinely can't wait till we're able to do stuff like that and actually be able to buy some boxes and do Flip It or Rip It and stuff like that, because you haven't made it as a card store or as a YouTuber until you get your first death threat. So the opportunity for somebody to rip a foil Jace the Mind Sculptor is going to be insane.
I'd do it just out of spite.
Oh, I know I would. Like, no cap. I would do it so fast it wouldn't even be funny.
I do not care. I'm about to Mind Sculpt Jace real quick.
Tedder.
It didn't cost me no mana. Oh, that's what you do. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay.
I know read card. But then I read card.
No, I think it's still worth it just for the draw. I changed my mind.
Where's the fuck undo button?
Vanguard にアタック。
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
ダメージチェック。
No balls. I ain't scared.
バンガードにアタック。
Hit 1.
I.
ドライブチェック。
Thank God.
How funny would that have been? Oh, that would have been hilarious.
No, it would not. Oh, here he clenching everything. Heart, lungs, sphincter. Right, you're useless right now. Re.
スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。ノーガード。ドライブチェック。
Yeah, no, that's. Yeah,
ダメ
no.
ージチェック。
Didn't want to draw or nothing. Or a crit.
スキル発動。
It's like, no. We didn't want anything useful. Like, why would we want that?
ターンエンド。私のターンだね。ドロー。 ライド。 スキル発動。
I gotta make a quick bathroom break.
Yep.
ヴァンガードにアタックだよ。スキル発動。パワープラス。
That was not worth it. But oh well. It's alright. You know, and while he's doing that, I think we'll probably do the same. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Because I can pretty much guarantee you we'll be back before Matt does.
I ain't scared.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。
Wow. Oh, thank God.
You actually made it back before me this time. A little surprised.
Well, bathroom, I had to grab me a soda.
I gotcha.
ヴァンガードにアタックだよ。
As I call it, my blood.
Skill 発動。パワープラス。ガード。ドライブチェック。オーバートリガー。
Can stack harder, sir.
You about to get ratioed.
スペリオルコール。
Be like, Jamie, could you stack any harder?
パワープラス。ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。
Man, stacking, you cheating.
I'll be stacking and attacking.
ダメージチェック。
Yeah, want none.
ヴァンガードにアタックだよ。ガード。ターンエンド。
Stacks unlimited over
私の
there.
ターン。ドロー。
You know what they say? I got stacks on stacks.
ライド。スキル発動。
As much as I want to next stage your ass right now,
You can't.
ライブチェック。
I really, really want to.
Yeah, and I guess,
スキル発動。
yeah, like I guess that's probably the biggest argument in a while. They'll never add G guards to stride decks.
I wish they would. On God, I wish they would.
They'd have to nerf them just so that you couldn't immediately just turn 3 go in the next stage. It'd have to be something like, you know, after it's retired from guard circle, it gets bound or something.
コール。スキル発動。
At least I'm playing Counterblast.
Matt knows how to look for the upside. Lisa got that sweet, sweet counterblast.
スキル発動。
I do love her though. I don't love that. Why? Really? Why you bullying me, Dak? So you don't have the main protagonist here?
Yeah, that's it. For sure.
スキル発動。
what you do. Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're gonna want to swing that grade 2 first. You swing the grade 2 first, use its ability to put it back. Then you probably want to swing the other rear guard column.
Slowly learning Gear Chronicle.
Yeah, that's the magic, so to speak.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what I would probably do... Well, I'm not going to tell you, but... yeah. Yeah, you did the right thing. Yep, that. Draw a card.
Mother... I'm fine.
And Sienna's ability. Ooh, interesting. Yep. I would have had a totally different play, but I forgot that Chrono's crest makes that grade 3 a grade 0.
I wish you could choose, like, from between grade 0 to grade 2.
Yeah. But it works well enough, I think, because... because then then you have, like, the option of being able to, like, put it back for a grade 1. But yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you want to the GG back for a grade 2.
Do you equip that man? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
More power.
More power to him. Okay.
That's just rude.
Facts.
I swear to God, these telemarketers don't stop
ダ
calling
メ
me.
ージチェック
I'm ready to throw
Yeah.
hands. Like, I'm ready to just issue a lawsuit of leave me alone or I'm gonna start suing.
Nah.
It's harassment. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because your parents don't love you don't mean you can go around harassing us.
That was good.
スキル発動
Maybe you face a busted yee ass hairline y'all got, you can probably get some bitches on your dicks. That will
Matt.
always be my favorite line from GTA.
Yeah. Yeah.
スキル発動
Oh, they came with like a enhanced graphics version. I'm like, really? It took y'all this long? Why? Enhanced graphics before GTA 6? Hog. You know what? I want more cards.
スペリオルコール
Would not be the worst idea ever.
Ooh.
And that's usually what you want to do is you want to, like, depending on how many cards you got in Soul, you want to be switching between that and Brainwash Swirler.
プラスターンエンド私のターンだねドロー
Okay, now I can X-Stage your ass.
Yeah, especially with that over
ペ
trigger.
ルソナライド
Payback are coming. I will be vindicated.
You gonna be something, alright.
For too long, we innocent gamers have suffered from your jangy shenanigans. But no more.
Oh, please, with your triple critical earlier, don't even give me that. Don't even give me that.
That was all heart of the cards. Just gotta believe. Gotta believe, Yug. Wait, wrong card game.
I'd say.
Or is it?
スキル発動 パワープラス
Thanks.
Yeah, you know. Gotta put it back in hand, because, you know. My chicks get power for you not having front row.
Honestly, she doesn't have a way to balance the front row and the back row.
Yeah, because, like, bouncing, like, well, you know, and it's just, like, it's weird, too, because it's, like, bouncing just really doesn't mean anything. Like, as a side mechanic, it's not that great. I'd like for it to be, like, maybe send it to the bottom of the deck or something.
Her skill is great if your opponent has 2 great 3s in the front row. And it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, because then it's just, like, that's just not shield value at all, and...
Vanguard に
But
当た
how
って
often is that actually going to happen, though?
Right. Yeah, that's the kicker.
Go 1 in a million.
スキル発動 パワープラス
She don't need it, sir.
No, she don't need it, but she gonna get it.
Shoot.
She gonna come ask you what's good. She gonna come ask you what's she gonna come ask you what's good in the hood.
ブリッツオーダー完全ガードドライブチェックドロートリガー
See, like, even though I have triple drive, it still makes you discard.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
It is, but yeah.
Oh, it's because Sienna says +1 drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just +1
That's-
drive.
That's so brain dead.
It is kind of, not even gonna lie.
Boob. No, I want answers. What she wrote. What? Boob. design that? Why you no include +1 drive? Like, still technically triple drive.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah.
Why you cheat us? Eee. You know what? Hit me. Power of heal, I summon you.
Nope. Oh, and I forgot to use my draw. Oh well.
Vanguard にアタック。スキル発動。パワープラス。
Motion 6. Damn. Oh well.
ガード。ターンエンド。私のターン。ドロー。
Hmm.
ストライドジェネレーション。
What's good in the hood?
But you know, like it's weird though. Like, imagine how good this deck could have been back in like the original series. Like maybe right before Stride, you know, like during like Limit Break, maybe. How good this deck could have been. That's why I think it's kind of sucks that they won't let us play like new decks versus old decks, because I think that would be interesting. Footprints of marking passage of time. Counterblast on if you have a Chrono Jet Dragon Crest. Until the end of turn, the generation break abilities of units called with this ability become active, regardless of the number of your face-up G units. Choose a unit card from your rearguard or soul, put it onto the bottom of the deck. Search your deck for up to one unit card with grade equal to that chosen card's grade +1. Call it to rear and shuffle. Hand while paying the cost for Stride. Choose one of your Vanguards or Hearts, and until end of turn, reduce the next counterblast cost you pay for that card's abilities by 1. Okay, that's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Eeny, meeny. You. So I'm guessing his at end of battle skill, I don't counterblast when I just discard 2.
Yeah, it'll probably ask you to confirm, but yeah, you should just have to do the secondary. It'll probably be like when I played Gandiva and the grade 2 makes your first turn on grade 3 cost free, but you still have to declare it, and then it'll pull up the menu for you to counterblast. You just confirm.
You know what?
Vanguard にアタック。 スキル発動。パワープラス。
Hmm.
発動。パワープラス。
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Guard. ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。
I mean, if it wasn't, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for the fact that you had the over trigger extra crit, I would have just let that hit. I was just gonna let that fall where it may.
Hey, what's wrong? He did not restand.
Hold on. Let me let's research. Yeah. And I mean, you didn't get like any kind of a prompt.
Because normally it just... Okay, I see why though.
What happened?
Because I did not discard it for the cost of Stride.
Oh, hang on. You talking about the
Because I played the order instead of discard it to Stride.
Oh!
Effect,
Oh! Okay.
which makes it fair.
Okay. Yeah, that
for
makes
next
it. Yeah. Okay. So that's a little. That's good. That's some adjustment there then.
Yeah, I just completely misread that.
Okay. Yeah.
Skill 発動。パワープラス。ノーガード。スキル発動。
Disappoint my hand.
ヴァンガードにアタック。スキル発動。パワープラス。ノーガード。ダメージチェック。スキル発動。
But you can still use that to go get another GG and draw at least one more card.
スペリオルコール。スキル発動。
Sunsby.
パワープラス。スキル発動。ターンエンド。私のターン。ドロー。ペルソナライド。 Vanguard にアタック。
You show me 3 perfect guards.
スキル発動。パワープラス。
But I'll be honest with you, Matt.
ドライブ
I think I would have had enough to block.
トリガー。
See, I 100%, because it's like the Messiah one too, where
プラス
if you discard it, you get the bottom part where it's,
ヒールトリガー。
you know,
Right. Yeah.
either Vanguard or the hard card ability.
Yeah, so it just works a little different, I guess, because it's taking into account that it's, you know, you're gonna probably be going into next stage, and it wants to balance it a little bit more.
Because you can't use the Messiah one for the big Messiah. Oh, it's
Right.
like, okay,
Yeah.
+1 crit.
Right. But yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, most of my hand, especially during your turn, was just basically nothing but triggers. So yeah.
That's fine. I literally would have hit nothing.
Nah.
パワープラス。ドライブチェック。きたきた。クリティカルトリガー。
Okay, I guess it's my turn to triple trigger.
クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。ダメージチェック。勝ってた
Although, I don't know, I guess it would have depended on what your Chronojet twin drive would have been. You might could have squeaked through, I don't know. I think I could have blocked it, but I'm not sure.
Well, the first check would have been a front. I don't know about the second one.
Gotcha.
Maybe it might have been something.
Well, and you know, and that might have mattered too, because being a front, you know, that would have made the rest of them harder to block. Although, yeah, I was still at 4, so I could have let one of them go. Yeah, you might have gotten me. I don't know.
どのデッキを
There's a lot of variables in that.
I gotta go eat.
Okay, you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I want to say more, but you know, food.
Yeah, no, food important. I got you. All right, well, we'll call it a day from there. It was a nice, fun stream. So
It was.
and I mean, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours, so I'd say that's pretty good. All right, but yeah, with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and end the stream there. Thank you guys so much, as always, for stopping by, showing your support. We appreciate it. You know, as always, without you guys here, we would not be able to do this, and you guys' support means the world to us as a content creator and as a store. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for that. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next stream, which I guess will be Saturday. So until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And depending on how things go between now and Saturday, if I can get motivated to do it, we may do a Magic stream Friday. So if you guys are interested in that, maybe look forward to that. We'll try to get something posted in the Discord. If I feel up to it, we'll give it a go. But until then, yeah. Thank you guys so much again. Enjoy the rest of your night.